Yeah, I thought it was pretty insightful to say, spend your whole life fighting for a guarantee. I thought that was so insightful because I don't really think of it that way, but when I stop, I go, you know what? That's really what I'm looking for, something that is sure.
Yeah.
So many times in my life, I never thought of it that way.
It's so interesting because I spend a lot of time. I'll take a lot of coffee meetings with like guys and girls who want to be musicians, and they're 18 to 24 years old, and man, all of them just want me to tell them that if they do X, then Y will happen.
Right. Yeah.
And what I kind of have to tell them is like, that's just not going to happen. Like, you cannot guarantee that any specific thing is going to happen based on your actions, and it's like it kind of wraps. That's really the theme of the whole record. I mean, it wrapped on the last song, Tomorrow. Nothing ever turns out like you thought it would. Spare me some patience if you could. That was inspired by Conan's last Tonight Show. Where he was only on there for 7 months, and he kind of got screwed over by NBC, and he got on there and he said, "Look, I have legal rights to say whatever I want here. Seriously, I can say whatever I want." He said, but I'm not going to try to be funny. I want to say something to all the young people." And he said, "If there's one trait that I despise, it's cynicism." And he said, nothing. He said nothing in your life will go exactly as you plan. But if you work hard and you're kind to people, amazing things will happen to you. And I just thought that was whenever I meet with young musicians, I'm like, just go watch that. Like, that's the truth. Can I promise you that if you get to go on tour with your favorite artist, that means you're going to have the best career of your life and you're going to be that artist? Of course not. It's
right.
Can I promise you that if so and so comes to your show and they're a great producer or manager, that also they're going to want to work with you? Come on, give me a break.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so funny. Like, so many of our, I think even knowing that, you still fight it. You're like, oh man, I'm 31. I wonder what 35 is going to look like.
Right.
Right. I wonder what 40 is going to look like. I wonder what,
Right.
Every decision is about that idea of wanting to know what's next and wanting to be sure, and you can't. It's impossible. It's part of the fun.
Yeah. Well, and again, you just sort of have to embrace that, don't you? You have to embrace, quote unquote, the fun of it.
Yeah.
And there is a beauty to the unknown. I mean, and it's funny because it's just amazing how many times that I am searching for something certain, and yet I can say out loud, I don't want to know what's coming next because I just want to experience it. But here I am spending my time trying to find certainty. It's like, Frank.
Yeah.
Frank.
You can't. I don't think anybody ever gets away from it all the way.
Yeah, right. But it's just interesting that you quoted from the book of Conan, chapter 3, verse 4.
That's right. It's a good book.
Well,